They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Juan Francisco Estrada, 5 foot 4 inches tall with a reach of 66 inches. And up against him in this one, Jesse Rodriguez. Weighed in at 115 pounds on the nose. He stands at 164 centimeters tall with a reach of 170.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Juan Francisco Estrada. Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. You're looking at one of the scariest bantamweights of all time. Blazing speed and ridiculous power, all packed into...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Puerto Peñasco in Mexico, here is the 2-division world champion, Juan Francisco.
And this one has all of those big fight feels. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Swing and a miss with the jab. That jab scores. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they have...
Here we go for round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Misses with the jab. Nice counter. Catch and shoot. Bam is hurt. And down goes Bam. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They both want the knockout. Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. It's not over till it's over. But what are you doing? There's the bell to start round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him, man. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punching. This fight has a real good flow to it. And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter shot. A straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Got him there. Ooh, bam, is rocked. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Hold that thought. Bam is in trouble. You. Oh. There's the bell to start round 4. That counter punch caught him clean. A straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Which fighter will say no mas? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Where did that come from? Down they go! As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you continue?
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. This next round. for the 5th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
How about that time counter shot? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next. On to the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch, counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is in.
Here we go. It's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He misses with that jab. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Missing with the left hook. And he scores with the counter. The counter lands. Caution being thrown to the wind. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the... Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both trying for a knockout. Giving us a high-tempo show. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That counter shot lands. That big hook doesn't land. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. That counter shot lands. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Ooh, Bam is rocked. Well, it's go back to the drawing.